the HealthSuite app, so you can monitor all your different information. But let me just tell you about some stuff that you need to know. Did you know that about 75 million American adults, that's 32%, have high blood pressure? I have high blood pressure, as a matter of fact. That's 1 in every 3 adults. And only about half of the people have their condition under control. Nearly 1 of 3 Americans has hypertension. Sorry about that. The blood pressure numbers are higher than normal, but not yet in the blood pressure range. And look at the cost. It's $46 billion each year of costs that are associated with high blood pressure, including health services, medications, and also the missed days at work. If you want to grab this right now today, it is $20 off our regular price. It's only $79.95. And when you think what it costs just to go to a doctor's office and get that information, but you've got this every single day. You're going to be able to start measuring. You're going to be able to chart your measurements with the connected app. And look at how big that digital display is. It's free shipping and handling today. It's only $26.65. And here's the cool thing. This will sync automatically with your smartphone or your tablet. So you get that information directly sent in, and then you can track your results. And that's really the key to staying healthy, is the power of information. And you know, it's a lot of times you hear about somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, this guy, you know, dropped dead of a heart attack. We didn't even know he was sick. You don't get that kind of information, unfortunately, until it's too late. So we've got a wonderful offer for you. It includes the blood pressure monitor. That app is also included with it, so you can track everything. Lisa Kirshner is here with us. It's good to see you.
So nice to see you.
Been in the health business for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And you know, and you know all about it, and as many of us do. You know how important it is to track your blood pressure. And it's funny because the first time it happened to me, I was a kid. I was in my late 20s, but it was in my family. And one day just checked, and it was gradually went up higher and higher. And I remember my doctor saying the key to it is knowing what your blood pressure is on a regular basis when you have high blood pressure.
Yes, that's so important, and that's absolutely what you can do with this blood pressure cuff. It's amazing. It's so easy to read.
Right.
Got the big screen, and you take and press 2 buttons, boom, and it's taking your blood pressure.
That's how quick it is.
You don't have to do anything. I'm going to let you try taking my blood pressure. In fact, if we want to stop right in the middle, we can stop. And look, now you can take my blood pressure.
And watch.
Twice, and done.
That's it.
Starts working. Now, you shouldn't be talking when you're having your blood pressure taken. What you want to do is just be still and quiet. And that's one of the great things about having it at home. You can absolutely be in the privacy of your own home, and you can have everything how you like it.
Right.
There's a phenomenon called white coat hypertension.
Yeah, I have it.
So do I. So I have a feeling.
I have a constriction thing. I don't like anything like took me forever to learn to wear a watch.
Oh, really?
So that kind of bothers me, like the whole vein thing on that. But and so that's why I can't stand the one that goes over your arm.
Oh, the wrist?
Yeah.
So for me, this is actually a really high reading. I don't know if you can see that at home, but it shows you the systolic and diastolic numbers, and it gives you that chart. On the other side, you can see it's red, yellow, orange, yellow, and green, and that's according to the CDC numbers, and it gives you an idea, it gives you an indicator, but one reading is just one reading.
Right.
That's not at all what's important. What you need to know for your general health is what you can see. I hope you can get a good look at this on the app. So this is my picture for today. If I tap this, it's going to show me the picture for the week. If I turn my phone on its side, boom, I can see the reading for the whole month. And I don't know how well you can see that from this.
Tilt it up a little bit.
Tilt it up a little bit.
Sort of.
Get it?
Yeah. There you go. It's just the lights in the studio are so bright, but you'll be able to see this easily. And it shows you right there how you're charting, which is important because just like in anything else with health, you know, you need to monitor it over a period of time. That's why, you know, we go and as guys and we have the colonoscopies every X amount of years because it's monitoring and you want to make sure you're okay. That's what this is. But I would say this is probably one of the most important things that you can do for your health. Because when you think about it, what's the first thing a doctor does
They
when
take
you
your
walk in
blood
the office.
pressure.
First thing, you take your blood pressure, weigh you. They want to get the basic statistics and so they can figure out where you were and where you are now.
Yeah, my girlfriend was just telling me they took her blood pressure at the dentist's office, and they said it was off the charts. Well, hello, whose blood pressure isn't up at the dentist's office?
Who's happy to be in the dentist's office? Not me. You know, we've got all kinds of information that talks about how many people actually have high blood pressure, not only across the country, but across the world. And we've got some facts right there, and you can see, I can barely read them, but 32%, that's a third.
Yeah, one in three adults
Yeah.
has either, they're either on the way to high blood pressure,
Right.
and then another 1 in 3 adults is actually in the category of having high blood pressure.
And remember, it's not
lot.
just, you know, it's not just from being obese or anything like that. You know, it can be in your family or being out of shape or whatever. It can just be in your family, and that's why you find out, you know, you'll see people that are athletes and all of a sudden they find out they have high blood pressure because it was in their family.
And that's why this makes such a great gift, actually. When my mom was ill toward the end of her life, my father took her blood pressure every single day, and he carefully recorded those numbers.
Yeah.
And I don't have those kinds of record-keeping skills, and this does it for me. I don't have to think about it. It's always accurate, and it's always available. That's what I love about it.
And I love that it's connected as well because, you know, normally we've sold blood pressure monitors here where that's all they do. They're able to store some information, but there's no way to really kind of connect that with our electronic world, which is how we do. You know, those of you that have bought the Fitbit here understand that you know, everything is sent right, you know, from your little wristwatch. It's sent right to your tablet. It's sent to your smartphone. So now you can look at what your progress is and you can start measuring and seeing where you're at. I only have 700 of these to go around, okay? It's brand new. We just launched this here at HSN. And honestly, the bottom line is the power of information. You've got that digital simplicity. You've got that digital accuracy. So if you're wondering, you know, is this going to be accurate? Yes, it's going to be extremely accurate. Not only that, it'll also store data for more than one user. So if you want to do this with your partner,
yeah.
it's a great idea.
Absolutely. And there's even a slot for a guest if somebody wants to just try it out and you want to help them out. But here's something else interesting. I don't know how well you can see this on the chart, but if there's a day where, look, I have a super high reading on that day, I can get the details just by pressing that button. And again, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
When I have this in my hand, I don't have to worry about having a high reading. I got a high reading the other day and I didn't even know that my blood pressure was elevated. I had no way of knowing that I was having any kind of event going on with my blood pressure except for this. And if that was all I saw, if that had been my reading at the doctor's office, then I might have felt worried, but I knew I didn't have anything to worry about because I knew that wasn't the full picture.
And listen, and as far as cost on this, you have to realize, you know, when you go to a doctor's appointment, I don't know what yours cost, but mine, you know, are anywhere from $150 to $300 just to go in for a checkup. And I have to pay, the last time I had a $60 copay. I'm like, that is ridiculous. So not only do I have insurance, but then I have to pay when I go there. The bottom line is, and I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor, what I'm saying is that there's a lot of stuff that you can do yourself. It's all about empowering people. You know, just like last week when I was selling you a chainsaw, so you know you can save money on doing that. This is a way to give you information to empower you, so you have sort of an idea of where you stand. And your blood pressure is one of the biggest things you can possibly check. That's why the doctors do it every single time they get there, because they know that if your blood pressure is high, there's probably something that maybe is contributing to that. And so they want to, that's kind of like where they start. They check your weight, right? Okay, you've put on 18, 20 pounds since the last time you were here. So, well, they know, and that's where their concern is. And they may say, well, maybe that's why your blood pressure's gone up a little bit.
Right.
But the bottom line is, as Lisa said to you, it's the power of information. You can't put a price on it. This is $20 off today. So you are getting it discounted just for the visit because of its launch. It's on FlexPay. It's only $26.65. And by the way, if you have an HSN credit card, it's only, how much is it, Adam? $19.99, so you can add another Flex and lower your monthly cost if you want to do that. Listen, you know, we're not telling you what you should or shouldn't do, but I know if you've got kids or grandkids or family at home, you know, one of the biggest things you can do for them is take care of you. Because you can't take care of them if you don't take care of yourself. And this is one of those things. And trust me on this, I hate having my blood pressure taken. They put that cuff on me, and I'm just like, okay. And I honestly do. You can give me shots. You can do any of that stuff. When they put that thing on me, I'm just like, I can feel like my whole body is being squeezed.
And that's going to give you a high reading.
The wrist, for some reason, doesn't bother me.
The wrist is nice. Plus, also, this is so easy to put in your bag and take with you. And the battery lasts for a super long time. So it comes with a charger. It comes with a cable to recharge. You know, I don't need to add batteries, nothing. Just plug it in.
And it's big enough to fit on anybody's wrist.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, because it's got the little hook and loop, so it'll fit on anybody's wrist. And it's one of those things, you know, we don't sell many things where we can say it could save your life. This could definitely save your life because it'll give you that information that lets you know. And as I said earlier, you know, if you have family, you owe it to them, you owe it to yourself to take care of yourself. And this will give you the information that you need. And then you can go online because you've got the app and you could try to interpret some of that information. And maybe you can make a decision before you go see the doctor. You could say, okay, I know where I kind of stand. You know, maybe it's time to go, or maybe I'm okay. You know, because a lot of times, like you said, it might just be you don't like to have your blood pressure taken.
Right, and it's also a great way to just always be keeping track of the information that's so important to your health. It is the first thing they do when you go to the hospital, when you go to the doctor's office. They take your blood pressure because it's one of the leading indicators of your health. And that's so important every time you go to the doctor's office. In fact, sometimes you mentioned the copay that you have. Sometimes we end up going to the emergency care room. And when we're at the emergency care room, that's another copay, and it's not necessary. If you have the information, you really have a better picture of what's going on.
All right, so I'm going to show you again what you get in just a sec, but please remember, for these, there are connected blood pressure monitors out there, no-name brands that are 4 to 5 times the price of this. This is Philips. As I said before, and Philips is one of those companies that creates things that, you know, things that are good for us, things that that helped us to be healthier, things that, you know, we all have in our homes. And so now you finally got the Philips blood pressure cuff. They brought this out with the HealthSuite app. So now you can realize what that information means to you. You know, why is it that this happens? Why is it that so it's not just like a number. They break it down and they show you how it can help and contribute to your good health in the long run. So think about it again. 1/3 of all people, by the way, I have less than 700 to go around if you want this, but 1/3 of everybody out there has high blood pressure. And think about it, you may have not, I didn't have it until I was in like my late 20s, early 30s. That's when it hit me. I didn't know. My dad had it. My father was a fitness freak. He had it. Both my brothers have it now. I don't think my mom does, but it was, you know, lucky mom. But you know, that's what happens. And so here's another good thing that I love about it is that you can actually take action once you know, and you can figure out what's best for you. You know, whether you need to go on some kind of medication or whatever it is, at least it allows you to make that decision. So when you buy it, you're gonna get, you get the monitor, you get the hook and loop, close your cuff. It's one button right here. You hit this button twice. That's all you need to do. And if you have a husband or a wife or a partner or whatever it is, you can both store your information on one unit.
Yes, and you each keep your own user profile on your own smartphone or tablet.
It's perfect.
And if you don't want to use it with a smartphone or tablet, you don't have to. It works anyway.
And you can travel with it. Take it with you wherever you go. Great job, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you again soon. Spotlight, we'll be right back.